Okay, I've mentioned that Donald Trump's Republican candidacy has brought the racists and the xenophobes and the nationalists and the white supremacists out of the woodwork and has really galvanized them. And one notable member of that group is former KKK leader David Duke, who is thrilled about Trump's victory over what he calls Jew supremacists. It was only a matter of time, Lewis, before we heard from David Duke. He talked about this on, apparently, Duke has a radio show. And here's what he had to say about reigning victorious over Jew supremacists. Take a listen.
Clinton, and I think, what do you think? I think these Jewish extremists have made a terribly crazy miscalculation, because all they're really going to be doing by doing the Never Trump movement is exposing their alien, their anti-American majority position to all the Republicans, and they're going to push people more into awareness that the neocons are the problem, that these Jewish supremacists who control our country are the real problem, and the reason why America is not great.
Yeah, it's always the Jews, huh? I mean, 0.19% of the world population, under 1.5% of the U.S. population. They're the reason America isn't great, not retrograde conservatism, but Jewish extremists are the problem.
I don't know about you. I'm still waiting on that position of power that I'm apparently entitled to. It's Dave. 31 years. I still haven't heard one word about it. I hope it's coming.
The thing that really doesn't make sense in all of this is that Trump's daughter by conversion and Trump's son-in-law by birth and Trump's grandkids, they're all Jewish. I mean, the anti-Semitic contingent of the American electorate, to the extent that they're involved in politics, are overwhelmingly supporting the guy who half his family is Jewish, although clearly Trump himself does not identify with Judaism. But you would think that at some point that would enter and they'd say, well, hold on a second. Trump, his daughter's Jewish. He hasn't complained about that. Hasn't complained about his daughter marrying a Jewish guy. His grandkids, he seems to love them. They're Jewish. Maybe this guy isn't the big counterpoint to so-called Jewish supremacy that we thought.
Or maybe just Mexicans are more of a problem for David Duke than Jews, but he'll still bring it up.
Trump may not have the black vote, as we'll talk about later. Trump may not have the women's vote, as we'll talk about later, or the Hispanic vote, or the independent vote. But he has the Aryan Nation vote seemingly sewn up, although Trump is tracking worse than Romney with white voters. And we're going to talk about that later. There are some really interesting new polls that CNN ORC has put out. Trump is underperforming among white voters. I'll talk about that later in the show. Any comments about what we've talked about so far, tweet me. I'm on Twitter at @Pakman. Lewis is on Twitter at @LewisMotamedy. And we're all on Facebook at facebook.com/David Pakman Show. Warby Parker is offering a free 5-day home try-on to give you the opportunity to check out their glasses. I personally wear Warby Parker glasses when I'm not wearing my contact lenses. And I also started with one of these free at-home try-ons of 5 pairs of glasses. You can get your free home try-on and support the David Pakman Show at warbyparkertrial.com/TDPS. I don't really like going into glasses stores and trying on glasses while the salesperson sort of hovers over me. And I like more than 30 seconds to actually figure out whether I like the glasses. So with the Warby Parker home try-on, I was able to pick 5 pairs that I liked, put them on in the comfort of my own home, pick the one I like the most, and then Warby Parker put my prescription lenses in there for me. A lot of people don't know that the eyeglass industry is controlled by just a few big corporations that keep prices very high, like $300 for prescription glasses high, which is just insane. Warby Parker glasses start at $95. That's what mine cost. And for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need. You can try 5 pairs and see what you like. Check out the at-home trial and support our show by going to warbyparker.com/TDPS. It costs nothing.